Gotta do this fast, there's no time to waste, no time for an intro. If you want it, here's your official spoiler warning, and we're getting right into it. First up in the timeline, we've got everything until modern day, from Stonehenge to Star Wars. Then after that, we have, of course, the fact that humans are super lazy, so they build robots to do all their job. And then we have JC Jensen over here, the company who made the robots. Now, they have a few disclaimers about their product. One of them is that you have to disassemble it with a very specific set of instructions. However, people being people are super lazy and don't follow these instructions. Because let's be honest, everybody, ignoring terms of service is super fun. So they destroy the robots all willy-nilly as much as they want. And that leads to one of them glitching out and regaining sentience after it's destroyed. The glitch drone was dug out of the trash by this girl, Tessa James Elliott. Tessa had an affinity for digging up old drones out of the trash and rebuilding them to be her friends because she's as socially awkward as I am. 3 of her favorites included V, J, and N. However, she did have one other very important drone she rebuilt, Sin, the previously mentioned glitched out drone that regained sentience after its original destruction. Having been rebuilt, Sin no longer really feels the need to follow orders, and after seeing how mean all the drones are being treated by the humans, she got a little bit ticked off, fair enough. So she turned a bunch of her friend drones into murder robots to kill all the humans, and I probably shouldn't have said murder and kill. I'll censor it. But after the Gala was destroyed, Sin basically used Tessa's corpse as a Michael Afton-style skin suit and then used it to destroy the entire stinking planet. The humans had branched out to other planets, so she sent all the murder robots there. And the humans, seeing all this, obviously were a little bit panicked, so they created bunkers on Copper 9, one of the exoplanets, to experiment with the sulfur. However, this didn't exactly go as planned. Even though they came up with a cure that could stop the sulfur from infecting robots to begin with wasn't exactly the best idea, and they ended up destroying the entire bunker and basically the entire planet as well. 2 of the drones being experimented on basically slipped on their heads, got amnesia, decided to raise a family until one of them was eaten by one of the murder drones Sin sent. She lived on as a core but wouldn't be coming back until way later. Then her husband, Khan, decided to protect his daughter by building a bunch of doors where all the drones hid from the murder drones. However, time marches along and the baby eventually became a teenager, so of course she was rather rebellious, and decided to sneak out to try and confront the murder drones on her own. Uzi then proceeded to do something I'm not very familiar with called winning, in which she defeated her opponent. This caused the drone to temporarily stop attacking her, where she was able to plant some rebellious ideas in his head. He would have, of course, still tried to kill her friends and family, but you know, what are you gonna do? That's just how things go. Meanwhile, one of his friends, V, killed Yeva, one of the drones being experimented on. But traumatic backstory, her daughter was there to witness the whole thing, activating the solver she inherited from her mother. Speaking of which, Uzi and N work together to defeat J, one of the other murder drones, which activates the solver in Uzi. Then the solver takes over J and is immediately defeated. Then Doll tries to commit carry on V and is immediately defeated. And killed. But not actually. Meanwhile, Tessa and Jay arrive from a different planet. Uzi goes Super Saiyan mode and tries to kill all of her classmates. Then she finds this really cool key bug thingamajig and gives it to Doll unwillingly. And then Doll gives it to Tessa, except psych, she decides to change her mind and doesn't do that. So they all go down to the Cabin Fever labs where the experiments were happening previously. Then V does a self-sacrifice fake-out death nobody actually believed for a second. Doll finally dies, and Uzi just takes the key bug from her, and meets up with Nori's core, and Sin, or Tessa, reveals that she was Sin using Tessa's skin the whole time, and then plans to destroy the entire planet. However, Uzi rips out her core, and she dies, and is defeated. And then everything is great because Uzi ate her core. So they all go back to the bunker and pretend that everything was fine all along after kicking Jay off of a cliff. And then the show just ends? Why did this show have to end? The universe couldn't be more oh. End card time. I don't want to look at that anymore. Hey, so this is going to be a pretty boring end card. I mean, it's not like we have 500 subscribers or something. Hey, it's me from the future. We just hit 500 subscribers. Forgetting about how insanely weird and cringy that sounded, thank you all so much for this. It's been a goal for me for such a long time. And really, I'm just a guy goofing around on some Keynote projects. Y'all think these drawings are funny on purpose and purposefully that, but I mean they are, but like I couldn't actually draw much better. The point is, thank you all. This is a goofy little channel where we like to make some jokes, some dumb theories, and mess around. So it's so special to me that there are so many of you that are willing to goof around with me. Stay wacky, and I will. Man, that was really cliche. Insert cool catchphrase here. Bye.